are here back at the goat room, and we left off last time cleaning up all the room and removing all the debris and all the broken concrete. And now we gotta tackle this problem, which is the big crack that goes around all the wall and all the ceiling, all the way down there. So how are we gonna do that? Now we're gonna start by breaking the wall, exposing all the crack as much as we can, and then we're going to cut some metal staples and we're gonna put them, and we're going to try to just stabilize the crack. This is how we're gonna do it. Okay, and Giacomo has already been cutting some pieces of metal like this from, yeah, you can see him cutting here. He's been cutting this fence into little pieces that we're gonna use as he called them, staples to reinforce the wall inside. At least that's gonna help a little bit better than just cement. Whoa, smells good in here. This smell is disgusting. I think it's stronger than last time. Why did the smell get stronger after we cleaned it? It's probably really inside the walls and the floors, and well, we need to give it a very deep cleaning. Maybe it's because it's humid, yes. Maybe it's raining and that's why it gets a bit more smelly. But actually this is the smelliest room of the whole house. If you check this room here, it's full of horse manure everywhere. Also, I think this horse manure, that was goat manure, and I think goat's poop smells much worse than horse. So the first step would be to actually break the wall and the mud. As you can see, there is rocks inside, like there are rocks, and there is mud. It's not really cement. So what we're gonna do, remove the mud, remove all this layer, maybe even go as deep as we can. We go as deep as we can, and then we try to put the staples in with some new cement, hoping that this is gonna work. Also, we're gonna break all the floor a little bit around it, and then we're gonna try to put some staples in with cement as well. Giacomo just got the Pika Pika, and he will start. So maybe to fix this wall, we just didn't have to build it with soil. Careful. Look at this. This is just like clay. This is not even clay. It's like loose soil. It's crazy. It's harder to dig on the floor than to remove the stuff. So okay, so we're gonna fill it up with some cement in here, hoping that that's gonna hold. Obviously, we're gonna have to try to get it a bit wet first because it's really dusty, so that the cement sticks better. But yeah, or maybe we can put some really wet cement in there so it's gonna be absorbed. The walls are made of soil. So already, just by changing it and putting some concrete in here, we're going to make this wall much stronger for sure. It's cement o'clock. We are going to do a pretty strong cement, so I would say around 3 parts sand and 1 part cement, but we will see how it goes in the water. We already put some water there. I love this tool. It's so easy. Just come down, change it, and you got a new tool. Now we add some sand. So as you can see, we made a very liquid mix right now. It's not very solid because this is very dusty, so it's gonna stick better to it. It's not a conventional way, but just throw it inside for now. By the time that it's gonna leak down, it's gonna actually absorb some of the sand and everything, and it's gonna make it more dry actually. So it's good. If not, we're gonna end up with something that doesn't stick and then comes off. It doesn't really stick to the wall. So for now, that's how we're doing it. And also, the liquid mortar goes all the way inside the cracks. If it was drier, it doesn't really go through. It's actually sometimes, but that can happen. Yeah, now we put some cement, and now we're going to put these wires that we cut from the fence before. We're just going to put them in there like that,
as deep as possible.
Stick them inside. So these are going to give a little bit more structure to the wall.
Maybe, okay. Are you good aimer, Giacomo?
Yeah. You should hold it. Yeah, okay, that's good. Leave it there for now, and then we cover it. Yeah, put a new one.
As deep as possible.
Oh, it's already gonna stick. Okay, let's keep it at that. More. This is going to fit in there. Yes. Perfect. Hey, this guy's a professional. I think he's done this before. It's the mortar guy. So as you see, it's already hardening it up like that. I can hold it. Yeah, you can do the magic. So as you see, when it touches the wall sucks the moisture in, and that makes it stick better. Perfect. Beautiful. Okay, leave it there. Let's not put too much. Yeah, perfect. We should wait a little bit. No, leave it. Let it go. Let it go. Okay, perfect. Let it go. And the iron is going inside the wall. That's pretty good. I hope this is gonna help us keep the wall together. What's gonna stop us? Nothing. Let's just try. Okay, so we finished the first layer of mortar on the wall. We're filling in the gaps. As you can see, there is some rebar in there. And while we wait for that to dry, we are going to start breaking the floor. So as you can see, there is this crack. All right, as you can see, we're exposing the crack, and under the crack there is soil and manure. Amazing. Yeah, actually, it's very thin. Wow, they built these houses directly on the soil. Yeah. I made some holes in the ground. If you can see here, here, and here. It's much tougher, the floor, so I think that's not the reason why it fell. It's really the missing support under, so we're gonna fix that immediately. And then we're gonna put some pieces of rebar like that inside and then fill it up with cement. Okay, we went deeper down there and it was really deep. Honestly, the wall looks like it's made with the manure that we took out, the horse manure. I think they put a lot of that in the walls and they just built it up. So I'm not surprised that there is a huge crack in there. But Giacomo now is filling it up. He's putting some iron in there. And then we're filling it up with the very liquid cement. That's really gonna help it to stick. Really, if it was dry, it would not be able to stick to the dusty wall. The soil and everything is really dusty, it's impossible to clean it. So we keep with the really wet cement. That's the only way of doing the job. So we're putting a mix of metal and the rocks as well that we're taking out of the wall, putting them back in, but like sticking them back to the wall. You see, but mostly we're trying to put cement anyway. That's gonna help a lot to keep the wall together. Now this is the situation. I think here we're really good. Now we decided that we're gonna render it just with cement anyway. No, that's what they did before, right? Yeah, also there. So yeah, it's good. But now this is gonna be a whole piece. So That's good. Okay, so we have dug as much as possible around it to make it a bit easier for the cement to go around. And we remove the loose rocks under. It's really crazy here. It's all like sand, and I could be able to dig all the way. See, it's like this kind of sand. Powder, almost. So it's crazy. So we're gonna try to fill that up with really liquid cement, and let's see what happens. But yeah, so this is the situation. And also we're gonna put the occasional metal thing inside, you know, maybe like that, you know, so it will keep everything together a bit better. So as you can see, it's very liquid. That's gonna fix, first of all, it's gonna seep into every hole possible, and secondly, it's gonna absorb all that dry sand at the bottom and actually make it cement, or at least something harder than what it is right now. Maybe stupid, I don't know, I've never done this before. We put a lot of cement in there compared to a usual cement that we use for bricklaying, which I think is right. I want to know the opinion of the experts. Yeah, I want the opinion of the experts because we're really not sure about what's happening here. Like, if we're doing the right thing, if our thinking is right, or if it's stupid. Let us know. I think it makes sense, so let's see. We left off with sealing the cracks. It looks like that the concrete is setting and it's holding up. Of course, it has to be refined further in the future. But for now, this is going to hold up the wall, hopefully. And what's left to do is to plaster this wall. Okay, I'm not going to use plaster, I'm just going to use cement, because that's what they did originally on the wall, so I'm just going to continue the same way. It's cheaper, and once you paint it white anyways, it's going to look just as a normal wall. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to give you a time lapse of it, and let's see how it goes. So someone would say we did a good job, someone would say we did a bad job. But anyway, the point is that we covered the whole wall with cement. Now, what is the next step? This is not finished. There are a lot of marks and things like that. So what we're going to do, we take a sponge like this one, yeah? There should be a bigger sponge, but that's what we have at Freedom Hill. We just do circular motion like that. And that's gonna get rid of every imperfection of the wall. What this does, takes out the sand from the cement and makes a rough finish, but it's all smooth. Rough and smooth. Just as we like it. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna do the whole wall now. It's a new day at Freedom Hill, and yesterday we finished sponging all the wall. We finished plastering it, and this is the final result. Much smoother, and now we have something that we can paint on. Now we can still see the difference between the top and the bottom, but eventually you're not going to see it anymore once we paint it over. It's going to be almost seamless. So yeah, and also today we got at the end of the video. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you at the next video.